this party. No going back and forth between seats and laps, passing children back and forth between adults. Standing on seats, standing on laps. No holding children up in the air like Simba. We've covered it all. Everyone has to be fully seated.
Yep.
We are just waiting on clearance from the warden. We're going to get that in just a few moments. If you're taking any pictures, I do recommend use a sports or an action mode on your camera. That's going to give you the best pictures possible, because we are not going to be able to stop for all the animals that we do see today. And there are additionally areas of the reserve we're not permitted to stop. All right, we've got clearance to head on out to Twin Day. Let's go. First part of the reserve.
You like it?
Here is called the Little Aturi Forest.
Sabrina, la
Here
melo?
in the forest are known for their natural colorings and markings, which help them with blending in with all of these trees here.
Ready to look for animal, okay?
Now,
if you see
over
animal,
to
tell
the
daddy,
right,
okay?
there is an okapi there. You're going to get a better view of that okapi as I go around the turn. And the okapi looks like it's related to a zebra.
You see it there right there? Oh, big
But
one.
it's not a zebra relative
Right
at
there.
all.
Look at that
It's
daddy
the
finger.
relative of the giraffe.
You see it?
Okapis are
Right here,
very
right here.
reclusive, and because of that, they were not discovered by Westerners
Right there, right
until
there.
1901.
You see it? The big one, huh? Right there. Look at that.
Creature, because of
Wow.
existence. Now over to the left, those are bongos.
Yup.
And bongos
Wow.
generally stay in very dense vegetation where they blend in so well with their surroundings. They can be so difficult to see sometimes they've earned themselves the nickname the ghost of the forest. Watering holes are important gathering spots for animals. Not a lot of activity going on at the moment.
Alright, look. Bronco.
Now, if you take a look on the far side of the watering hole, though,
Oh,
there is a
hit-
black rhino there.
Rhino.
And black rhinos are generally
See a rhino
solitary
right there?
and nocturnal. Unfortunately, they're also
Yeah.
critically endangered. There's less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the world today. Their numbers are still dropping, and that's primarily due to poaching for their horns. Their horns, though, are only made out of keratin.
Oh, a
And
bird.
keratin's the exact same thing as what your hair and fingernails are made out of, so technically not
There's a
even
bird
a
right
true
there.
horn. That awesome looking bird to our right is a saddle-billed stork. Stands about 5 feet tall and has a wingspan of about
Yeah, that's a
9
pink
feet.
bird.
Be on the lookout for another one. It's a male and female. They do mate for life, so usually not too far from each other. To the left, on top of the hillside,
Oh,
down right here in
you
the
see
valley,
it?
those are greater kudos, the largest
Oh,
of the
see
forest
it?
animals.
Right here. Wow, you see
One
it?
of the females there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are now heading in the direction of
Oh,
Sabi
that a bird
River, so we're
too.
gonna see what's happening over there. Usually anywhere if there's a source of water is a good spot to look for animals, and the Sabi River right now is a great place to look for hippos.
We're gonna
And
look for
hippos are amongst the largest
hippo.
and are the most dangerous animal in Africa. That's because they have incisors that reach lengths of 18 inches long. They will use those for defense. Hippos will stay submerged in water for the most part during the daytime, and that's to keep them overheating. They are nocturnal species, so nighttime is when they also come out on the banks and graze.
Hippo.
In the water just behind us there. Oh, we're going to be looking for hippos
Hi,
right
bird.
ahead as well, though. So no worries if you're on the other side of the vehicle. The river
Another
does
bird.
continue onward.
Mm-hmm.
The birds that you
Yep.
see on the island are pink-backed pelicans. They're the
You're
smallest
right.
of the pelican species. Only pink during mating season, and it's just their skin that turns pink, not their feathers.
Wow,
Those birds
bird.
are
Something
known
on
for
bird.
nesting in rather large colonies. It can go
Yeah.
all the way up to about 500 pairs. Also, lots of vultures hanging out here. Vultures and other scavengers do play very important roles in ecosystems. They help to clean up after all the other animals. All these vultures that you see come to help clean up after the hippos every day. Now, speaking of hippos, as we go around the turn here, there's going to be a couple of islands there. And we are going to be looking for possibly sighting a baby hippo that was born just yesterday. That little baby hippo is definitely going to be in the water. Probably
Oh,
hanging out
hippo,
with
Sabrina. Right there. Look at daddy finger. Yeah, hippo right there. You see it? Hippo. Yeah.
Baby hippos do nurse while they're
Oh,
underwater.
gator.
So it might be worth checking out. Beneath us here
Alligator.
are
Yeah.
now crocodiles.
Wow,
The
alligator.
Nile crocodile is the largest crocodilian species in Africa. They can reach lengths of up to 20 feet long. Like all reptiles, they're ectothermic, which is another way of saying they're cold-blooded. And what that actually means is that they are relying 100% on the environment to regulate that body temperature. They have no internal means of generating any sort of body heat whatsoever. Now that's why they're frequently found sunning themselves on the banks of waters during the daytime. It is just in order to warm up some. And they've got bridges that run down the lengths of their backs all the way to the tip of their tails. Those bridges act almost like little solar panels, helping them to really warm up quite efficiently, even on cooler
Cái
days.
chân con em, cái cổ để cho con thở.
Over to the right is one of the more unique trees found out on the reserve. It's called a baobab tree. It's also
Oh.
known as an upside down tree because it looks like it has roots coming right out the top. Please sit down.
Sit down.
It's actually just leafless right now. It remains that way for about 9 months out of the year in order to conserve water. We're now heading into a different ecosystem. It's a bit of a change of scenery. This is the savanna, the grasslands of Africa. And the savanna is home to some of Africa's most iconic species. Down at the bottom of the hill here, cute little antelope with a dark stripe down its side.
See antler? Antler? Just look at front,
Get their
front.
name from their ability to
Antler,
swing
see it?
straight up in the air repeatedly about 6
Wow.
It can also leap forward
So
about
cool,
13
huh?
feet in
Antler.
just one jump. And the giraffe that
Wow.
you're seeing is a
Giraffe,
Maasai
giraffe. You see a giraffe right there?
More giraffes out here. They get their name
Right there,
from the
right there,
region of
giraffe.
Africa where they're found. When a giraffe is first born, it's only about 6 feet tall. Fully grown adults are usually 20 feet
Yeah.
tall. There are a couple of baby giraffes out here on the reserve that are